Grimehouse.
Grimehouse.
How's it going, man?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, nice to meet you. I only saw you on Instagram. I was watching some of your music, and they're pretty good.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
Very good, but I had an issue.
Quite the change from most of the comments I get.
Really?
No, I'm just joking. Is that double O?
Yeah, this is Double O. We are sponsored by Double O.
Oh,
Shout
nice.
out Double O.
Tell me your colours without telling me your colours.
Sorry? Yeah,
I love double O.
Really?
I don't know that plastic
which one is your favorite? We got yellow, green.
What was the one? You know when they used to bring you the bottles in the bucky? Or you're from the ghetto? Your accent tells me no.
I'm actually from the ghetto, but I don't remember the bucket.
Okay.
I only remember the ice cream one.
Colored people here? Yeah, you remember. They used to come in a bucky and like once every 2 weeks and deliver a case of double O.
Okay.
There's like 12 bottles or something. Glass bottles, old school.
I missed that out.
There was one flavor that they only had one bottle in. I can't remember. I think it was cocoa pine.
I see.
And that was the gold flavor in the ghetto. You get the cocoa pine and sorted.
So it's like a prize given or something.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
How do you not know this?
I don't know, man.
None of the plastic bottles. What a glow up.
I have no idea, but shout out to Double O. Shout out to Double O, for this amazing opportunity.
Sorry, I completely ruined your intro there.
No, you didn't.
I saw the Double O. I was like,
no, you didn't.
Okay,
shout out to Double O. If you have to choose one album to listen to the rest of your life, which album would you choose?
It's called Humanity from Thomas Bergerson. It's my favorite. He's a composer.
Okay.
No one will ever know him because I don't know. I didn't expect you to know him. I don't expect anyone to know him. I speak to everybody. So I gave it of Thomas Bergerson.
What's so special about their album and the artist?
I really love classical music.
Okay.
And he's a classical music composer.
I see.
And it's one of those things for me that will, like, classical music will be timeless for me, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, Thomas Bergerson, Humanity. Give it a listen. I know you don't know him. I know you don't know my boy Thomas Bergerson, but
I have no idea, but we're gonna check that out. Where's he from?
It's like Hungarian or something weird.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that's too far.
Super weird. You probably won't even like it because it ain't for everyone.
Oh, is this hip hop or rap?
It's classic. It's like just a man playing the piano and the violin.
That's cool.
It ain't Nicki Minaj. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Speaking on your genre, I see you make bass music, right?
I try.
When I listen to your music, I didn't really know what the bass music is because I listen more to hip hop and rap, and then I saw bass. I was like, okay, it's bass, right? But I really want to know.
Like
can you like explain to us?
Hip hop without words.
So hip hop without words.
Faster.
But there's a lot of like electro in it, like electro instruments.
Yeah, I like to make just like hard heavy music. It's like a combination of if I would classify it, it would be like a combination of like heavy metal and hip hop together. Okay,
so that's what the bass defines.
Yeah, as bassy as possible. You know, like headbanging music. A lot of bass.
Yeah, well, it's some really good music. When I listen to your stuff, I kind of got back into Avicii's. It's sort of like reminding me of that.
It's club music, I guess.
Yeah,
festival stuff.
That's it. It was cool, man. Just like you can feel the instrument.
No one's playing it in a church.
Wow. No one plays in the church.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there's nothing wrong playing. There's nothing wrong playing the song in the church. I think they should actually start considering that. What do you think?
I'll give it a go. I'll go to a church that plays that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Some drum and bass, some drum and bass in the church. The God, Lord, it's boring. It's a bit like it's sad. You want to go to church, you want to get hype.
Exactly. I always ask myself that. I mean, like, and they sort of like use this term where you have to be happy for the Lord. You have to dance for the Lord.
You can't be happier on drum and bass. What about gospel drum and bass, bro? I'll make that. I'll try it.
Gospel drum and bass. Yeah. I think I wrote that actually. But I'd like to hear from you doing that.
Gospel and bass.
I think that'll be very interesting. That'll be very interesting.
Gospel and bass. I'm gonna go for that. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you should. But let's speak about music though. I had a conversation earlier with a friend. We were like saying that the music industry is actually like dying. What's your perspective on that?
The industry, I hate the music industry. Most of the people in the music industry are like toxic, and they aren't nice people. And they are. You get nice people, but 90% of the people they make me sad to be a human being.
Are you one of those? Are you one of those?
Yeah, well, I suppose they will call me one of the toxic people as well if I'm calling everybody else toxic. And that's how it works. We all toxic. But it's a difficult place because there isn't many. I don't know if you want to suspend the disbelief here, but for instance, we're shooting there's a club behind this camera, and I don't know if you're holding a secret here or something, but
no, we're not.
This club will be open for 8 hours tonight, whatever, and there's only 8 spots for 8 DJs essentially. Okay. And yet in the music industry, there's maybe 800,000 DJs looking for that same spot. You know what I mean? So it's a dog eat dog world in the industry, and it gets.
But do you blame the industry, or do you blame the artists for not getting to be at that stage, at that level? Because I mean, like, if you look at today, you get more of. It's more about influencer, like being an influencer, like how many people follows you, and you get a deal. That's how you actually get the deal of music label. It's not about the talent. It's not about how good the music is. It's more of who follows you, how many numbers you got, and they give you that. Yeah. So do you blame the artists for not trying to get their numbers, or do you blame the music for choosing those kind of artists instead of talent?
I think I blame. I might be completely wrong here, but I blame the artists, the bigger artists in the country, for not pushing the smaller unknown artists. When they see somebody that's really, really good and really, really talented, and somebody that deserves a platform, they won't give them that platform, because that's gonna mean that they might be giving up their own spot.
Yeah, but
I see that a lot.
Yeah, I get your point, but I feel like if you are talented enough, right? I think you can actually create that way for yourself, like you can sort of like push it and create that platform. And I think it gets easier. It gets easier because now it's like you have more power to your music. Because I saw recently here some artists that were complaining that the music labels, they sort of like use them, they take advantage of the sales and all this other stuff. So I think it's better when you actually push it to yourself.
I always tell the young artists that, like, find people, other artists, become friends, make a little group. If no one wants to give you a platform, then build your own platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throw your own events, build your own team, and go. And that's, you don't have to, and just make yourself impossible to ignore.
Yeah. I think that's like one of the
don't send stuff to the big guys expecting them to put you up, because they probably won't, and just do your own thing.
Yeah, and here's the other thing I'm just saying all this stuff.
I always get cancelled when I do podcasts, by the way.
I hope so not. So yeah, I'm just saying all this stuff. I'm not really an artist, but you as an artist, do you think it's easy to actually push yourself and get all those numbers, or is it very hard based on your experience?
It shouldn't be about the numbers, man. You know what I mean? Rather just let the numbers grow for itself. You'll see some of these artists, they'll have maybe 50,000 followers on whatever Instagram, and if they do a post, they're either like hiding their like count, or they're getting 20-30 likes on a post, and then you'll see these kids that have like 100 followers, but they're making a post and they're getting like 100 likes on that, so you might only have a little, but those people are actually watching your stuff, whereas these bigger artists, maybe they may have purchased a couple of accounts for likes or whatever it is, and they're not getting the traction. So you shouldn't. The numbers are mostly a lie most of the time.
The numbers are a lie.
Yeah. So rather don't focus on the numbers. I know promoters don't focus on the numbers as much.
So what do you have to focus on?
Get your music produced. Don't just rely on DJing. Produce music. Put it out as much as you can. If nobody listens to it, it doesn't matter. Move on to the next song. Put it out.
But here's the problem. There's no good music anymore. I feel like artists today, they don't make good music. I don't know if you've seen Ice Spicy Ice, something like that. Ice Spice.
Yes. Are you talking about international artists? Yes.
Yeah. You know, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
If you knew Thomas Bergerson, you wouldn't be saying this, but okay.
I listen to some of her music, and
hectic.
There's really nothing there. She's just out there dancing, but there's no I don't know, man. I don't see any talent, and that's the problem. Like, artists don't really make music anymore. You just put it out there and be commercialized.
They do, but you gotta look past. You gotta look past the mainstream. You gotta look past the numbers, and you gotta look past the Grammy nominees, and you gotta look past all that, because that is all, like, I would think, the lies. You know what I mean? That's what the industry is pushing. But there's so many artists that have almost no following, and that's where you find like the amazing art.
Okay.
Yeah, find some weird stuff that you love, that you're too scared to tell people that you love, and then go play it all the time on Spotify, and then let it recommend a playlist with that stuff, and let just Spotify or the algorithms do the work for you. You'll find some amazing stuff.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be. That's how it should be. So on your music journey though, how's it going for you? How's it been, the challenges?
Yeah, it could be better. I haven't won a Grammy, but
Yeah, what do you think you're gonna get a Grammy in the next few years to come?
I would love it. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't turn them down. Yeah, yeah. I'm pushing for the Salma first. I want the Salma, and then I'll go for the Grammy.
Okay.
I think I'll get a Salma this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, which song is this one?
I just released the album, but I have good faith that I'll get a Salma.
Tell us about the album. We're gonna hear more. What's new on this album?
It's a lot of collaborations with some of my good friends, and a lot of music that I've really been scared to put out. And I thought, like the last couple of years, I thought I was too shit to put out music.
Why were you scared to put those music out?
Because I just thought all my stuff is cuck, you know. So you get that point where you're like, this is cuck, it's horrible. And I took an edible one night, and I was like, you know what, the stuff ain't that bad.
But how do you know that? Like, how do you feel that this is actually cuck, right?
I don't know. I can't hear my own song for the first time, so I wouldn't know. I would just.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah. I think you just listen to it too much, and you're like, you know what?
But does that come from people saying that, or just like you?
No, yeah, people say that to me all the time. I get it, but
this is cuck.
Yeah, but that album, I was making stuff, not putting it out, thinking it's not good enough, thinking blah blah blah, and then the edible hit, and I was like, it was off to the races, my friend. I think they'll get a Salma now. That's the edible song.
But don't you think that cuck could actually be like sort of like a way to look at the work and be like, I need to improve on this, you know?
Yeah, we can always improve. You can always improve. Yeah, but it was also a way to. I was documenting a lot of the making of the album. So I put out like a mini documentary. I was trying to teach. I really want to help young people more than I want to help myself. I want to help other artists. So I documented the making the songs and how to submit it to record labels. When the record label when the record label sort of like accepted the album and signed it, I documented the process, how I sent it to the label, how you should, when we sent it off to when it went on to radio, when the radio station started playlisting the songs from the album, I documented that, how to submit to radio, what you must do.
Okay, I think that's actually very interesting, because I don't know, I have no idea how you actually do that. Do you mind like explaining how you get to that process?
Yeah. So we did it. I did it from the point where I was playing piano, starting to make a song, all the way up to finishing the song, submitting to the label.
How do you reach out to the labels? How do you reach out to them?
Just email them. Hope for the best.
So you can literally go to any label on Instagram and just like email.
Throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Okay.
And then see which. If you're lucky, you get a reply. If not, you move on and you make something better, you know.
Oh, okay, I see.
So if anything, if I don't win my Salma for this album, I know that the documentary I put out with all this educational stuff is helping a lot of people at least.
I think that's a good thing, you know. I feel like music should be, you know, should be a way of helping others, you know, even though we need to make music for money, but I feel like the most important part is like you giving yourself to the community, you know.
Yeah, I wish more artists just worked for the industry. It would be bigger, you know. Like you look overseas, a lot all those industries, they work together more than they work against each other.
Yeah, and I think that has been the problem. But for the young people that wants to get into the music industry, right? I don't know. Do you think the music industry is more depressing or not?
No, it's more depressing. You must be ready for some depression.
Okay, have you experienced any sort of like type of depression from the music?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, full on depression, full on anxiety, full on having to be medicated for the rest of my life, and that's only from the music industry.
And if you have to give like advice to the youngs that wants to be on it, what kind of advice would you give them?
The best advice I can give you, as someone who has very many mental issues and you want to get into the industry, drink a double O.
Whoa! Yeah, I think I should.
That'll get you through. You want a Grammy? I thought my music wasn't good enough.
So it wasn't.
I opened the double O,
and then the cock went away, right?
And I just drank, and They say I should get a Sama now.
Whoa, shout out. Damn, that's a very good advice, Jen. Jen, you heard it, you've seen it. It's all about double O.
I make jokes about my mental health to cope.
You know, it's all about double O. You're gonna be double, right? So, before we leave, right, we got like 1 minute left.
Double O. Why don't they just call it ooh?
Then you're good, you're set.
Can I have this?
Yeah, for sure. Before we leave, I want to know, like, based on the latest album, right? How do I ask this? On the latest album, what's the message that you're trying to give them to your fans, right? Just your fans. What kind of message?
The message on my album is just fuck genres and fuck the industry and just do what you want.
Yeah, you got it, Jen.
That's it. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy, and you'll be depressed, but you'll still be happy.
Do what you're happy, and you still be happy.
Yeah.
You got it, Jen, and that's about it. These guys are confusing me. What's it over? What do you mean?
VAR.
So you guys just disturb me. But yeah, you got it all, Jen. I'm here with Grimehouse. Where can they find you?
Don't find me if you don't want a toxic man in your life, but find me on Instagram. If you most importantly, if there's any young people that want music knowledge and stuff like that, my DMs are always open. I love to help people, so if you have any music questions, let me know.
Alright guys, that's Grimehouse in the house, right? Thank you very much for showing it, brother.
Gotcha.
Appreciate it. Alright.
Sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, yeah. Drowning in ambition now. Wet. Turning all these tables now. Blip. Burning all these bridges down. Lit. Catch me, damn.